Hey everybody, I'm Joe Payne. I'm a music instructor here for the Santa Maria Recreation and Parks Department at the Abel Maldonado Youth Center. You might also recognize me from the ukulele class at the Elwood Muscle Senior Center twice a week, though we're not meeting now because of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. We gotta stay home, social distance, and a great thing to do during that is practice your instrument. So I have a lot of kids who come in here and after school and get guitar lessons, and you know, they want to know how to play their favorite songs, and little do they know that you can play hundreds of songs that you know and love and everybody knows and loves with one scale and 3 chords. And those chords come from the scale, if you didn't know. So we're gonna do it with C today, the C major scale and chord. If you hear the scale on the guitar, that's what a scale sounds like. You can go lower down, you can go higher up. So we're gonna focus on one octave, that's from one C to the next. Here, just down here in what we call open position, where our hand uses open strings, okay? So that scale starts with your ring finger on the second string. This is our A string. Real quick, from the thickest string to the highest string, we have E, A, D, G, B, E. E, A, D, G, B, E. For my students, I remind them to always eat a darn good breakfast every day, if you want to remember your strings. Eat a darn good breakfast every day. So the C scale starts on the 3rd fret of the A string. It moves to the open D string, then the 2nd fret of the D string, then the 3rd fret, then the open G, 2nd fret of that same string G, then the open B string, and the 1st fret, that's C. Now notice the fingers I'm using. Pointer finger on the 1st fret, open string. Middle finger on the 2nd fret, open string. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, or ring finger on the 3rd fret. Middle finger on the 2nd, open, and then ring finger again on the 3rd. Now that's also what we're going to use to make the C chord, which is ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret. Middle finger on the D string, 2nd fret. Open G, and then 1st fret of the B string. That is the C major chord. Isn't that nice? You can strum it. Strumming is when we play all the strings at once, but you can also alternate by picking the first note, that's a C on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then strum the rest of the chord. Isn't that nice? Now, if you practice your scale, you can take the scale and walk up. This is C, D, E, F, 3rd fret of the next string over, and we're gonna do some of the same shape with our fingers. If you look, ring finger, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret of the A and D string for our C chord. Now we're gonna move to the F chord. So you're gonna take these 2 fingers, and I always tell people, treat them like a team, like a unit. Move them together. Watch my hand now. These 2 fingers moved over 1 string each. So now 3rd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G, still pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, but you also want to flatten your finger here and hit also the 1st fret of the last one, of the last string, E. So this is F. So look how much it looks like the C chord, and I will bring it closer so you can see the C chord. Right? To the F, move these over. And you want to practice moving back and forth over and over. And now, the last chord we're going to do is G. And G, whereas we took these 2 fingers and we moved them up a string or over a string away from you, we're going to take these 2 and move them now towards you a string, so that our ring finger's on the 1st low E string and the 2nd fret of the A string. You're going to leave the rest of these open, and you can play your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the high E, the last string. This is G7, very good chord in the key of C, but you can also add your pinky up here on the last string on the 3rd fret if that's too hard for you. So this is regular G, and then we have G7, okay? Now just notice how easy it is to go from G7 to C. The pointer finger moves back into the one string to the B, and these two, as a team, move over. I'll bring it close so you can see. Let's give it a second to find the focus. There we are. So there's the C chord, and look, these two move down for the G. This guy moves back. Right? So F, they move over this way. They move back, and then they move out for the G. And if you know your scale with this, you can play all kinds of songs like this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Sea Island, to the Redwood F Forest, C to the Gulf Stream waters. Here comes G. This land was made for you and me. That's not the only song either. You can de gracias, C. So with the C chord, the F chord, and the G or the G7 chord, you can play hundreds of songs. You can stay safe at home, practicing your instrument and getting good with music. So have fun with that, and please stay safe and have a nice day. Thanks for watching.